An autopsy has been scheduled for a missing boater who fell overboard in Lake Monona. We'll hear from the man's family. Plus, firefighters continue to struggle to contain a massive wildfire in Central California that has already burned more than 15,000 acres. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Haim. New at noon, fire crews are responding to a fire at a home in downtown Madison. Firefighters were sent to the 100 block of South Hancock Street around 10:20 this morning. The home's occupants reported smoke coming from the upper level. It's unclear if that part of the home was occupied at the time of the fire. The investigation is ongoing. An autopsy has been scheduled for a 74-year-old Milwaukee man who went missing after falling overboard in Lake Monona. Family identified the man as Willie Gene Colbert. Friends who were on the boat with Colbert say he fell overboard after the boat hit a swell and turned sharply. Dane County deputies began searching the lake Saturday afternoon, but their efforts were delayed due to severe weather. Colbert's body was found Sunday afternoon. His younger brother came to Madison to bring his brother back home to Milwaukee. He and the rest of Colbert's family are trying to find some comfort in this tragic situation.
He left doing something that he loved doing. And that's the good thing about it, the happy part about it, that he was out here fishing.
Colbert's family says they appreciate the condolences they've received from friends and will find a way to get through these tough times. They also want to thank the dive team for their efforts. Follow the latest on this story on channel3000.com. Julian Seawright has a look at your most certified accurate forecast. A nice start to the work week.
Oh man, it is just a beautiful start. Blue skies, and it feels great. Almost spring-like for us as we're getting into our noon hour here in Madison. As you can take a look, it's just picture perfect for us. A couple of clouds, but mainly blue is going to be dominating throughout the rest of today. Temperatures are going to see a gradual increase, but folks, it is going to feel the best it's felt in honestly months. 70s throughout the rest of our afternoon, especially as we get into our evening hours, and a nice light breeze coming in from the northwest is going to keep things relatively cool. Now it's dry here in the upper Midwest for the most part, but we can see just some showers just along the jet stream and even storms popping off over towards near my old hometown back in Pennsylvania and into the northern corridor near New York and Boston as of right now. But for us, we're going to stay quiet. We had our severe weather. Now it's time for us to have some relief. Temperatures into the 70s throughout much of the upper Midwest. 73 degrees right now here in Madison with 73 over to our friends in La Crosse. And it feels even better because we don't have to deal with the humidity as of right now. Dew points into the low 50s. It is overly comfortable for us here in southern Wisconsin. Evening planners still going to feel really good. And as we get into tonight, a couple of clouds may still linger, but overall it's going to be an A+ grade on today and for tonight's forecast. Mark, but we'll take a look at some potential changes coming up in a few moments. Until then, let's go ahead and toss it back to you.
Get outside and enjoy it. Thanks, Julian. Well, new at noon, Democrat Tom Nelson has suspended his campaign for U.S. Senate. The Outagamie County executive made the announcement on social media today.
Friends, good news, bad news. Bad news is I'm suspending the campaign today. And I want to thank everybody for all the great work that you've done for us. It means so much. We've come so far.
Nelson says the decision comes after his campaign ran out of money. He went on to say he is endorsing Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. The departure, that is, slims the field to just 3 candidates: Barnes, State Senator Sarah Godlewski, and Milwaukee Bucks executive Alex Lassery. The primary election is on August 9th. Right now, dangerous heat is fueling several wildfires across 15 states. The Oak Fire in California's Mariposa County continues to burn out of control after doubling in size over the weekend. It's burned more than 15,000 acres and damaged or destroyed more than a dozen structures. Thousands of more homes and businesses are under threat, with more than 6,000 people already evacuated.
The fire cycle up here before these 1,500-year droughts which we're in was like a big one every 15, 20 years. Now we have multiple big fires every year. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
This year, firefighters in California have been dispatched to more than 4,000 wildfires, and the Oak Fire is so far the state's largest. Black Hawk Lake Recreational Area is celebrating 50 years this week, and they're doing it big. This coming weekend, they've got a day planned with fun for the whole family, including fireworks. The parks first opened in July 4th of 1972. It's known for being a perfect getaway for your family and friends. Black Hawk Area Recreational Area has a little bit of everything from camping, boating, fishing, and exploring the great outdoors. For park manager Tom Mitchek, the 50th celebration is an exciting way to show the community how thankful he is and his staff are for the continued support.
Yeah, we're still here after 50, and you know, those people have made it what it is. It should be fun. We are very proud of this place. It's Southwest Wisconsin's little gem, as all the local people call it.
The Black Hawk Lake Recreation Area consists of over 2,000 acres. The lake itself is full of bluegill, northern pike, walleye, and largemouth bass. The recreation area includes a campground, boat launch, and picnic areas. There's also designated wildlife areas that's used for hiking and seasonal public hunting. If you'd like to learn more about their celebration this coming Saturday, July 30th, just head to the story at channel3000.com. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Gas prices continue to decline across the country. We'll take a closer look at the numbers when we come back.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need new windows. We want to take out your old windows and install new Eco Sky windows featuring Sky Mirror technology. Call Mad City Windows now, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for Eco Sky windows, specially engineered to give your home an energy upgrade. Why don't you act now to be one of 50 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior military discounts will take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify, 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
During Steinhaffel's Small Space event, all our furniture designed for smaller rooms is on sale. Sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. It's all 35% off. No matter the size of your space, we have everything to help create the home of your dreams. And with Steinhaffel's special financing, your new room is even more affordable. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses ready for your home. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
As owner of Wisconsin's largest construction company, I have a blueprint, a plan for every project. So here's mine for Wisconsin. I'll stand up to the radical left and their socialist agenda. We'll back the blue and get tough on violent crime. Bad guys, they're not gonna like me. I'll crack down on election fraud and keep schools open 5 days a week, no matter what Fauci says. I'm Tim Michaels, and that's my plan. Now let's get to work.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different.
We really loved their educational approach.
Call 844-600-NEXT, 50% off your installation.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says while the U.S. economy has slowed, she does not believe a recession is already underway. Yellen cited low unemployment and strong consumer spending as two reasons for her optimism. She also said a period of slower growth may be necessary to curb inflation. Several reports will be released this week that'll shed some light on just how big of a hit the economy has taken, from new home sales to consumer confidence to income and spending. Gas prices continue to decline as demand remains soft around the U.S. According to AAA, the national average ended the weekend just below $4.37 a gallon. That's 56 cents less than it was a month ago. However, the price is $1.21 higher than it was this time last year. The first in-person Comic-Con in 3 years wrapped up yesterday in San Diego. The world's largest comic book convention was canceled in 2020 and 2021 due to COVID-19 concerns. Organizers say over 130,000 people attended the four-day event, which was expected to generate an estimated $165 million in revenue. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. I'm Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrials up 97 points. The NASDAQ, however, down 19. The S&P 500 up about 6.5. Our call to action phone bank is open right now, ready to take on your consumer issues. It's a live shot of the center right now. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you out with your consumer complaints. They're taking your calls right now. The number to call from 1 until 1 o'clock today is 608-270-2833, or call for action anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Next at noon, Pam Yankee has your ag numbers, plus a heat wave continues across the U.S. But what does our forecast hold? Julian has the answer after the break.
How will you stay cool this summer? Don't be like this guy. Call Mad City Windows for new Eco Sky windows. Eliminate uncomfortable hot spots and reduce harmful UV rays. You know you can count on Mad City Windows.
Everything happened as they said it would. The work was done exactly the way that they indicated it would be, and the final product looked exactly how they promised it would.
Now listen to this. 50 homeowners who need new windows will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. And we're going to compensate you for your time. What are you waiting for? Call now during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout south central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify, 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Soak in the savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. Don't miss the perfect opportunity to fill your home with the world's most comfortable seating for less. It's time for Stressless, proud to be endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, get Hormel Black Label Bacon, only $2.99. Hy-Vee Bar Cheese, only 99 cents. And Hy-Vee cereal, 4 for only $5. Monday only. And save even more during Red, White, and Fuel. Right now, save up to $7.21 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
In the heart of summer, young swimmers and divers compete in what has become the largest outdoor swim meet in the country.
I don't think we ever thought it was going to get to this big.
How Madison's All-City Swim Dive Meet has now been making a splash for 60 years.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Tomorrow, it's a sweet delivery for our state fair preview. Find out what it is and what's new this year.
Then answer our question of the day, and you could win Restaurant Week tickets.
Plus a chance for thunderstorms tomorrow. I'm timing them out from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this beautiful Monday.
Oh, boy, I tell you, for the people that are in Rock County, where they've got a county fair going on this week, or Columbia County, where they've got a fair coming up later this week, this is such a blessing. After I get done here with TV, I'm heading out to the FFA Foundation golf outing. And again, like you said, cannot complain about the weather. And the timing is actually very important for a lot of Wisconsin farmers. Our corn is at the stage of development now where it needs a lot of rain or a lot of moisture available, and also more moderate temperatures. So this should really help that situation move along. Some interesting developments with two of the state's largest farm organizations. Last week, Kim Picorni, the chief administrative officer of the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation, announced that she was stepping away from that position effective August 10th. That means that the Farm Bureau president, Kevin Krenz, a dairy farmer, is going to step in on an interim basis while they search for their next chief administrative officer. And meanwhile, the Wisconsin Farmers Union has made some changes. Rick Adamski, who is their president from Shawano County, is going to be pivoting to take a new role as their government relations director. That's a spot that was recently vacated by Nick Lewandowski, returning to his home state of Kansas. So Rick Adamski is stepping away as president, instead focusing on government relations activities. And Darren Von Ruden, who had been the president of the Wisconsin Farmers Union for some 12 years, will be stepping back in on its leadership. Today, a nice day as far as dairy products are concerned. Barrel cheese up a penny and 3/4 at 1.93 3/4. 40-pound block cheese gained 4.5 at 1.95 1/2. And double A butter to start us off on a Monday, up 2 1/4 cents at 2.93 a pound. So all in all, a nice way to start off our Monday.
Enjoy your golfing this afternoon.
I think I will.
Okay, Pat, thank you.
See you later.
After an intensely hot weekend, millions of Americans still battling with a dangerous heat wave. With cities scorching, many fear the consequences of extreme heat, like train track expansion. The threat posed to children and the increased likelihood of dying due to the temperatures.
The headlines are going to be filled with heat wave news every summer, and they are going to get worse.
While temperatures are likely to drop later this week for the Northeast, those in the Pacific Northwest should expect more weather like this to come. But here, a beautiful day. Here's Julian with the forecast.
That's right, and this trend of it being beautiful is going to continue throughout the next few days. Even though a couple of days we may see a little warmer or more humid conditions, right now, just enjoy what we have. Blue skies and beautiful weather. Right now here in Madison, it's currently 73 degrees, and the dew points is one thing we've been really keeping our eye on over the past couple of months. And folks, it is very comfortable. Looking at 52 degrees as of right now here in Madison, with temperatures around southern Wisconsin. 73 degrees in Janesville, with 72 into Platteville, still holding into those 70s, with 69 degrees for Viroqua, the Dells, and Fort Juneau as we're getting our afternoon started for us. But again, dew points are still rather comfortable. Little humid over towards Platteville, but overall, many of us are just enjoying the start of our afternoon. Now, as we take a look, we are plenty dry here in Wisconsin in itself, but as we take a look at a broader scheme of things, even for the Midwest, we can see just some showers starting to fire off as it is riding along the jet stream and starting to even get into some storms that are over into the Northeast as of right now. But we're not going to be looking at that for us to really impact anything in the upper Midwest for the next coming of days. However, we could see some change as we go into our Tuesday nights, but until then, we're going to have this high pressure system take control throughout the course of the day, keeping things rather dry, and temperatures will be mild as we're still getting that northwesterly flow, keeping things cool with the temperatures into the 70s. So planning out the rest of today, we'll start to see some clouds, still be partly sunny throughout the course of our afternoon and evening hours. Going into tonight, start to clear up just a bit, but still could see some cloud cover remain as we get into our Tuesday morning. But just know it's going to be another cool start to our Tuesday morning, and Tuesday afternoon, we're going to see temperatures back into those middle and upper 70s. A little bit warmer, so we'll be into those lower 80s for some areas as we get into our Tuesday evening. But overall, still going to remain quiet until we get into late Tuesday night. A couple of showers, mainly to the north and central parts of Wisconsin, could start to fire off, but we're not looking at much in terms of wet conditions until we get into the early hours of our Wednesday morning. So for Mineral Point, Platteville, Lone Rock, you may see a couple of showers start to fire off early into our Wednesday morning before you even head out the door. But as we get into the rest of the morning, things are going to start to clear up for us, and temperatures will be back to being rather normal. So for us, around this time of year, it's usually into the 80s. We're going to remain into the seasonable side of things throughout much of this week. And on top of it, not a lot in terms of rain chances either. Sticking around throughout our day parts into around a 10% chance of us seeing any kind of rain. If we see anything develop, it's going to be overnight until we get into next week, where we do have a bit better chances of seeing some storms starting to fire off. But our three things we're going to need to know, folks, it's going to be pleasant this week, so really get out and enjoy it. It's going to stay dry throughout much of it as well, but we do have potentials of seeing some storms firing off late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. But outside of that, it's going to be very smooth sailing for the next few days. 70s are going to remain, lower 80s. Not a whole lot to talk about in terms of a heat wave. It's definitely going to be something we haven't seen or felt in months. So definitely enjoy it, because it's not going to last like this forever, Mark.
No, it's not. And August is coming right around the bend.
We're going to get into the dog days of summer.
Yes, we are. All right, Julian, thank you. Well, Howard's on location all this week, checking out food he's found at county state fairs, and it begins in Iowa.
I don't know about you, but I love a good old-fashioned fair or carnival. So all this week, we're out of the kitchen and checking out all the rides, testing our skills at the Midway, and of course, eating our way from one end of the fair to the other. So, ready or not, here we go. Besides all the traditional fair foods, you know, the freshly popped popcorn, the overstuffed sausage sandwiches, and the caramel apples, these days there are so many more options to munch on. Did you know that every region of the country has their own signature dishes that are so good? There is no surprise that many of us find ourselves counting down the days until the fair. At the Iowa State Fair, for example, one of the go-to favorites is a hot beef sundae. Yeah, you heard me right, a hot beef sundae. All it is a big scoop of mashed potatoes smothered with tender as can be pot roast swimming in a rich brown gravy. Then it's sprinkled with cheese and topped with a cherry tomato. It looks just like a hot fudge sundae. And you don't have to wait for the fair to enjoy these, since the recipe's online. Just type in hot beef sundaes. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, and now we're off to discover even more fair favorites so we can share them with you all week long. And every one of them will have you saying, ooh, it's so good.
Well, next at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here to answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call is 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need new windows. We want to take out your old windows and install new Eco Sky windows with Sky Mirror technology and built-in weather barriers that keep the heat out this summer. Be sure to ask about grid designs inside the glass for easy window cleaning. Several styles and colors to choose from. Give your home an energy upgrade. Don't miss out. 50 homeowners who call now will receive special savings with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call in during this program to get the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify, 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Mom, Abel's looking for you.
Oh, all right. As parents, we know that all Wisconsin kids should grow up in a healthy, safe world. As a women's health doctor, I know that access to abortion services is fundamental to personal and economic success. I'm going to fight for financial security so Wisconsin families can succeed and even dream. I'm Jillian Bettino, a mother, a doctor, a fighter, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer.
Get in gear this summer with 11% off everything at Menards. We've got your automotive needs covered, from tools, towing, and accessories to maintenance and everything in between. Need ratchet straps? Got it. Wiper blades? Copy that. Motor oil? Done. Valvoline Daily Protection Motor Oil delivers superior engine protection to keep your engine running at peak performance. Valvoline Motor Oil is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement, so take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is out on the patio answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call 608-270-9933. Hi, Lisa.
Hi there, Mark. How are you?
Great, beautiful weather.
It is gorgeous. It's much better sitting out here this Monday than it would have been last Monday when it was 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy. Let's get to the calls. We'll start with Carrie from Wanakee. Hi, Carrie. What's your question? Carrie, you there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry. So I want to transplant some perennials from my daughter's house. She's moving to her new house.
Okay.
But I won't be planting. They won't be planted for a couple days. So I'm just wondering, how do I go about doing that? Do I put them in some dirt and move them, or can they just be oatmeal?
It's not an ideal time to be transplanting perennials. So what you're going to want to do, since you have to, you're going to want to make sure that they're not in flower. So cut off any flower stems or any developing flower buds. And then I would just get some plastic pots, or sometimes if it's just going to be a couple of days and you keep them in the shade, you could put them in like plastic grocery sacks, but you're going to want to take a root ball with them. I would make sure that you water them well before you dig them out, and then keep them in a spot where it's shady or maybe has a little morning sun until you can plant them again. And I would use a root stimulator when you replant.
Okay. Good luck. Let's go to Doris now in Prairie du Sac. Hi, Doris.
Hi. I have grasshoppers all over my tomato plants and pepper plants. Is there any solution to that?
There are a number of insecticides that are safe for food crops. The most common one is called 8, like the number 8. What you have to do though is pay attention to the period of time that you have to wait between application and when you can harvest. And there's usually a pamphlet on the back of the bottle, so follow the package instructions. Don't overdo it. The other thing you can do with grasshoppers is just see if you can squirt them off with a hose or shake them off, that kind of thing. If they're not eating your tomato plant, then they're maybe just hanging out there. But there are options for insecticides that you can use. Just make sure it's one that's safe for food products or for food plants.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Ruth now in Sun Prairie. Hi, Ruth.
Hi. I'm just wondering how late in the season you can safely pick and use rhubarb, to either use it or freeze it.
You know, it just depends on how you take care of the plant. I think by now, once it starts to get hot and the plant really wants to bolt and send up flower stems, then there's just not a lot of flavor in it. This year was weird because it was hot and cold, and so it's kind of, you know, there's not a date per se. I've had people say like Father's Day or end of June, but basically once you start to see those flower stems come up and you don't cut them back, then there's not a lot of flavor left in the stems, so time to stop.
Okay, wait for spring. Let's go to Kim now in Edgerton. Hi, Kim. Kim, you there? Kim says
Hello.
Hi, go ahead, Kim.
Hi, how are you guys on this beautiful day?
Great. What's your question?
I have these plants I think are hostas. They're big leaves, good-sized plants. They have these big stalks that come up then they bloom with flowers. And I've noticed my neighbors have some of them, and theirs are blooming, and mine aren't blooming yet. And it's typically by now they're bloomed already. I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong.
I don't think you're doing anything wrong as long as the plants are healthy. A lot of people don't even like the flowers for hostas and cut them off before they even flower. There is a range of flower development from one variety to another, so yours just might be later than your neighbors. They might be getting more shade than your neighbors, and it might just be two that we're a couple weeks behind flower development, and so yours might just be a little bit slow. But if they don't flower at all, don't worry, it will not hurt the plants.
All right. And they're great for pollinators, those flowers.
They do. Hummingbirds like them.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're out of time. Thank you, Lisa, for coming out. Enjoy the weather.
I will. You too.
Thank you all for calling in, and we'll see you next week. Here's Julian, one final check of the forecast.
And that's what we're going to be talking about, is enjoying the weather for us throughout the next few days. It's going to be blue skies throughout much of the days ahead. And on top of it, temperatures will only really be into the upper 70s and low 80s as well. Nice light breezes throughout the course of the day. Our best chance of seeing any kind of precipitation is mainly going to be late Tuesday night into our early Wednesday morning, but it's not even going to be widespread. So outside of it, just enjoy the week, folks. It's not going to last like this forever. And plenty of sunshine and low 70s or mid 70s and low 80s is something that I am even just smiling from cheek to cheek for, Mark.
We all are. Thank you, Julian. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.